Hey everyone, Jake Hirschfield with Unshuffled. In today's video, I'll be walking through how to create 7-card stud in the template creation workflow, and then how to play that game as a dealer in a game room. Just a reminder, Unshuffled is built for flexibility, so while I'll be creating a more traditional version of 7-card stud, you can really do anything you want in Unshuffled, and I encourage you to come up with your own wacky versions of 7-card stud or whatever stud games that you may be playing with your friends at home. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is create a new template, and I'm going to start with a blank board because we don't have 7-card stud as a universal template yet. I will arrange my board, and there are no community cards in this version of 7-card stud, so I will start by dealing out the 2 face down cards, or the whole cards, and then the face up card. There are 3 more face up cards dealt, followed by the final face down card. Next, we go to the deal order. This is actually just the order in which the cards are dealt in the room itself when you're playing. So when you load up the template, the first deal will be dealt out. So that's these 3 cards. Then you'll start a betting round as a dealer. Once that betting round ends, the next card will be dealt out, and so on and so forth until we get all of our cards into each player's hand. And I'm going to go ahead and set our rules. Standard, gut style, we'll leave it at standard. I will name our game 7-card stud, and I will save it. All right, let's jump into a room and deal this game. Okay, we are in our room. I've got all the video turned off because I've got video on the screen recording, and we're going to go ahead and start a hand and deal our 7-card stud template that we just created. So I will select 7-card stud, and the first deal, the initial deal, will automatically be dealt. We'll have our 2 whole cards and then our face up card. We'll just play 2-4 7-card stud. Again, you can be flexible with your rules around how much chips you can bet per betting round. So in this version, the player with the lowest showing hand will open, so that's J10. I'm going to go ahead and select J10 to go first. We're just going to have this player check. We'll check, and we'll check. I know in some versions you're required to open with a bet in the first round. We're not playing that way in this version. Now we are going to go based off the highest value of card showing. So in this case, that would be me, because I have a queen showing and a 9. So I will select myself, which is J4. And we're going to bet 2, just because why not? We're going to have the other players call. And then our next card will be dealt automatically. Remember, we set that up in the deal order stage of the template creation. Again, it looks like I've got the highest showing cards, so I'm going to go ahead and select myself to go first. I'm going to bet 4 this time. Bet, and then we're going to call here and call. And we're just going to finish out this hand. Oh, looks like this player just drew a pair. So now they're going to go first, so I will go ahead and click Take Bets. That's Jake 10. We will just check and check for the sake of this video. And then our last card should appear face down as we would expect it to in this version of 7-card stud, a more traditional version. You can tell cards are face up and face down based on their position in your hand. These cards are all kind of raised up a little bit higher than these cards down below. So we'll do one more betting round. We're going to let Jake 10 go first again because he still has 2 6s. We'll have him bet 4 for the sake of the pot. Getting a little bit more chips in it. We'll just call, and we will call. And now we will select our winners and distribute the pot. So we'll all show our cards. I don't know what everyone has. I haven't been monitoring. Oh, James Bond has 3 2s. It looks like Jake 10 has just a pair of 6s. And I've got 2 pair, 8s and 10s. Yeah. So I think James Bond would normally win. So we would just click End Hand, select winners, and we would select James Bond. If we were playing Razz or we were playing high-low, we can facilitate that as well. For Razz, you just select the player with the lowest showing 5-card hand as the winner. Razz is just low 7-card stud. Or if we were playing high-low, you could select multiple players as winners. So For the sake of this demonstration, let's just assume we're playing high-low, and Jake 10 and James Bond won the high, and Jake 4, which is me, won the low. So they're going to split the high, and I'm going to win the low. So what we'll do is we'll just select every player as the winner. We'll distribute the pot. And then from here, we can really easily change the allocations for each player to reflect the high-low split. So I believe we said Jake 10 and James Bond won the high together, and Jake 4, which is me, won the low. Because, of course, I got to give myself the most chips here. So that's it. We can go to chips and see that the allocations are accurate and that we don't have any more chips left to distribute. So we'll just click payout and in hand, and the dealer button will move, and the next player will get to decide what game to play. And that is 7-card stud in Unshuffled.